Did I buy this game because the back promised me I could ride a snail to victory? Obviously.
Snail.
Hello, Internet! This is Jaunty Adventures, where I, Julia, talk about the more adorable side of gaming every Wednesday. Today, I'm giving you a rundown of my favorite retro-style games available on the Switch that are, in fact, not Celeste, not Shovel Knight, and not Stardew Valley. Look, I love two of them, and one of them is okay. I'm not telling you which. However, they're getting a little, shall we say, overrepresented. I'd like to highlight a few games that you might not have tried, might not have played, or if you played all of them and tried all of them, you know what? Good for you. Good for you. Let's get started. My first up on the list is Dogurai. This is a really fun action game that is totally inspired by the original Game Boy. You can even set the palette to the green and then greener if you're really feeling it. This is a short little game. Well, like an old school Nintendo or Game Boy game should be, this game would be short if it wasn't, you know, so difficult it's basically impossible. I've never finished it, I'm gonna be honest. I've sunk some time into this game, I've had a lot of fun with it. I can't beat it. I'm not good at it. That's okay. I don't think there's quite a few of them on this list that I've not beaten. I don't think you're supposed to be able to beat them. Or maybe I suck, I don't care. Come at me. Look, I don't think that beating all these games is quite their point. They're very, very cheap, and they're so hard you'd think they were trying to make sure that you weren't renting them from a Blockbuster. Which is completely their vibe and completely fun, but it's something I kind of lose patience with. I consider it getting my money's worth if you want to beat this game. You know what? I say just buckle down and beat Dogurai. Next on my list is probably the game I would say is my favorite, gun to my head. While this game definitely is part of the more recent, almost PS1 graphics revival, which I'm planning to talk about a little bit more in an upcoming video, I think it's gorgeous. I love the graphic. This game is like what would happen if Breath of the Wild and Animal Crossing had a really mellow baby. This game, ostensibly, the goal is to get to the top of the mountain, and while that is a big part of it, a lot of your time is just going to be walking around, talking to the cute animals, enjoying the beautiful scenery, and of course, enjoying the utterly perfect gliding mechanics. Oh my god. Throughout the course of the game, you're going to be looking around for feathers that are going to increase your stamina a la Breath of the Wild, as well as completing cute little fetch quests with the little animal people a la Animal Crossing. If you like cozy, chill games, and especially if you like games with perfect, beautiful fall foliage, this is one I would not sleep on. Next on my list is the one, the only, Killer Queen Black. Did I get this game from a pawn shop? Yes. Do I generally like multiplayer online games? No. Do I remember to play this game very often? No. Is this game fun and worth playing? Oh, hell yeah. This is an interesting one. It's entirely online. You get connected to random people, and best of all, you do not have to get on voice chat. They can't make me. In this game, you can choose between two roles. Someone is the queen, and then other people are the workers. The workers are charged with one of various ways to get victory. You can try to either ride the snail to victory very slowly,
Snail victory.
or collect a lot of berries in a little wall spot, and then the queen just has to try to stay alive or kill the other queen. Everybody works together in various roles. It seems complicated when you first start. I was a little bit daunted, but it makes perfect sense once you start playing and you can kind of pick up on what other people are doing and be like, oh, okay, they're trying to ride the snail, like I'm gonna try to get an upgrade and defend them, or they're getting the berries, I'm gonna help them, or, you know, you can be a jerk and be like, everybody else is doing something else, I will ride the snail to victory.
Snail victory.
cool game, really nice graphics, very different from most games that I played in a way that makes it quite fun. I really like this. I highly recommend checking it out. I think it's totally underrated. Moving on. Next on our list is Moonlighter. Moonlighter is a roguelite with a twist. In this game, you don't just go through the caves and the adventuring, you also have to come back and sell your own loot at your father's old store. This also has some light town building elements as well. When you come to your father's old store and take it over, the town is in disrepair, and throughout your adventure you can unlock new stores that will help you along the way. One of which is a witch who will sell you potions, and they are clearly being made by her little black kitty cat. This game is really fun. Not only did I enjoy the dungeon crawling and getting to see all the different places you could be, I also really liked having the store. You start learning about prices and how expensive things should get, and the price of the items actually goes up and down based on how many of them you've been selling to the people in the town. Like real retail, you mostly stand around and sometimes beat up a shoplifter who can turn into an eagle. You see the same people every day to the point that you don't want them to buy anymore. Let someone else buy the sword, Terry. And just generally get into the flow of running the little store by day and then being an adventurer by night. A really cool, really unique roguelite. Recommend you check it out. The next game is one that I had to have since seeing its name, because it is Magicat. Magicat is an adorable 2D pixel platformer in the vein of Super Mario World. There's an overworld, you can find little secrets, everything is vaguely connected. It's really, really cute. It is so hard. It is more difficult on the vein of like an original NES game. I can't say I beat it. I got stuck in an ice level. Ice levels are the devil. Don't recommend the ice level. Still, I played for hours. It was worth $5, and the art is just so cute. Every once in a while, I just go back to Magicat to play a few more levels. You do get to spit magic powers, obviously. You are a Magicat. 10 out of 10, it's Magicat. Dear God, the people outside my window won't shut up. Next is Minnt. I'm gonna be intentionally vague about Minnt because half of the joy of this game is honestly the surprise of it all. A weird little game with really cool art style. In this game, you start off in a little house and discover there's a countdown from 1 minute, at which point you will get reset back to your house. Past then, you begin figuring out how to work with that, finding secrets, exploring the map, and discovering what on earth is going on in this game, which is one of those indies that tells you nothing to begin with. I'm stuck on New Game Plus. It's definitely a game I'm going to keep returning to discover all the secrets. If you haven't played Minnt, pick up Minnt. It's a really inventive game, and I'd love to see more from the studio. Alright, those were my top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was top 7. Those were my top 7 retro revival games on Switch. Please let me know down in the comments if I missed any games that you think I should check out, or just generally if you played any of these. Did you like them? Did you hate them? Did anyone else play Magicat? No one's talking about Magicat.